and eventually, if you become a partner and start doing enough stuff, which I got partnered in with a network, you can actually make money doing it.
For real?
Yeah. Here, you can see right here. These are my live statistics.
Huh.
So I get 60% of that.
Okay. Very cool.
So, you know, for just playing games and putting them online, that's not bad.
That's not bad at all. I mean, hey, you know, you were going to be playing it anyway, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Oh, we have 2 viewers. I think someone may have just joined us.
Oh.
Does anybody join? The way to tell us if you joined is by commenting below. If you comment, then I'll know that you've joined. So if you could please comment so that I know that you have joined, that would be nice. Makes me feel weird, like I'm talking to the air. That would be nice.
Yeah, but earlier when you couldn't hear me, that was actually quite beneficial. That I knew what you were going through, you know, what was happening, and so then I was able to signal you, yes, call me. And
yeah. Nod your head. That was funny.
It's like, yeah. Oh, it worked. Hey, it worked.
It did work. For a while there, I just enjoyed watching you crack up laughing.
Yeah, and you know, at that point, I didn't even know you could see me. I was like just laughing, and then you said something that let me know you could see me. It's like, oh my gosh. Did he message?
Oh, Lizzie's here.
Did he message?
Lizzie's here.
Hi, Lizzie.
Hello, Lizzie. Hello. Lizzie's here.
Cool.
I might actually. She has a Google Plus, so I could just try adding her to our Hangout.
Oh yeah.
Let me see if I can invite her.
Try it.
Lizzie, are you online? Go get online on Google Plus, and I'll invite you to the Hangout. She's not. I'm not in her circle.
Oh yeah, she would have to add. Okay. Janice Smith has it too. Janice Smith.
Oh, she has Google Plus.
Uh-huh. I'm seeing her now. Where's Lizzie?
Oh, Jana's here.
Oh, yay! Hey, Jana. Yeah, so Jana's on there too.
Okay. So I guess
not at the moment.
What did you guys have questions about? Oh, phone's ringing.
Nice.
It's my father. Never give us time off. Talk to your people, Mrs. Francis.
Oh, hi guys. Okay, so you can see me, or maybe, and you could definitely hear me, but I cannot see what you type. Okay, so when you're typing, unless Caleb shows me, I can't see it right now. But as soon as Caleb gets back, we can start looking at the website, which you should be able to see on his screen right now. And we will look at uploading photos, tagging them, putting elements onto the page, that sort of thing. possibly aligning your page. He actually just showed me something that I didn't know on here about the aligning, so he can show you that. Let's see. If you have questions and things you were trying to do and had trouble with, or just want to know, can this be done? What do I need to do this? Then type him that question, and he'll be able to answer it here for everybody. And we can also do things where, like, say in GIMP, you create a page. He can show you how to take that and put it onto a page into the yearbook. And so that could provide you with some cool stuff. I would like to see you guys to make some backgrounds of your own. And so that's something he can kind of show you how to do. When we're looking at the backgrounds that are part of this website, it gets kind of old because they use them in past yearbooks, and so they get used over and over and over. But if you create your own, one, is just cooler because it's your own, nobody else's. But we can have a whole new set of things that have not been seen before. Also, Caleb, I wanted them to know some cool sites. Like, I assume we're looking at one right here that
here's DeviantArt.
DeviantArt. I could not remember the name. Deviant.
All sorts of cool community artwork.
Okay.
DeviantArt is the largest community artwork forum.
Oh,
pretty much on the internet.
Well, my older daughter Jessica is telling me the DeviantArt. What? Anyhow, the DeviantArt is the largest online art community stuff. So anyway, so awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of cool images.
Yeah, a lot of cool stuff.
Oh, I really like that one. Hold on, it was just at the bottom on the, well, it's the last picture on this page. Yeah, that's wild.
You just lost your audio, Mrs. Francis, and you just left. We lost Mrs. Francis. Oh, hey, Cameron. Hey, Cameron. Dear, dear, dear. We just lost Mrs. Francis. What are we gonna do? Mrs. Francis, come back. So what did you guys all have questions about? And then we're going to take a look at the pages. I'm trying to get Mrs. Francis back. I just lost her. Oh, I think she's back. Is she back? No. Oh, yes, here we go. Here you are. There you are. There you are.
Yes. It looked, I mean, it looked like it timed out on me or something. I don't know what it was doing, but it just left. I was like, really?
Well, you're back, so that's what's important.
That's all we care about. Okay. So
are you still there?
yes, I'm here.
Okay, awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, so what do you want to take a look at first?
Well, let's look at kind of walk them through uploading pics. That'll be a good starter because we're going to start taking pictures really, really soon, and I'm going to go on here probably tonight or tomorrow and decide like what pages each page is going to represent, what category, and then I will be assigning who's taking pictures and that kind of thing of certain groups. So I want you guys to be able to upload. Woohoo!
Oh, where'd my screen go? Oh, there it is. It's back.
I see it.
Okay, good. So like DeviantArt is awesome. This is where, see that Mrs. Francis, this was the base image for what I started.
Yeah, I like yours better. I like yours better.
It's bigger and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you want to upload some stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a preference as to what that would be?
No, anything we don't actually want to use, I'll be able to take off. So,
Right.
so just grab something that looks interesting to you and let them see how that's done. And certainly, ladies, when you take your pictures, you put them onto your computer, and you will upload from your own computer onto the site.
Right. I'm trying to find one of the good things. I'm trying to think of what it was called. Let's just try backgrounds. I
Interesting.
think I just found a bunch of different backgrounds that might be worth looking at.
Yeah, yeah. And that's still on the DeviantArt site?
Absolutely, it's huge.
Okay, yeah, wow. That's cool.
And here's a bunch of different backgrounds.
Okay.
Cubes, fabric.
Awesome.
All the same color, all different colors, but same style.
With styles, and then you could choose color. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's also great if you wanted to add like a texture to your photo.
Ah, yeah.
So say you wanted to upload one of those. Then you go in here, and then you pick the category you want to upload into. Say drama. And then you click the
Did you tell them where you are here?
add button. I'm just right inside of the create tab.
Okay.
Create tab. I can't tell if the live is caught up yet.
Right. Yeah, because we're going to need you to tell us every button you push, every section you go to.
Right. I lost the live stream.
Yeah.
I was getting that back up because that allows me
Okay.
to make sure everything's
Yeah.
getting that back. There we go.
There
Awesome.
it is.
Alrighty. Fantastic. Okay. So here. I'm just gonna log out. Staff 2013. Log in. Okay, so from here, if you want to upload photos, you can go to create. You can go to image library if you want, and you can pick what you're uploading them under, like if they're choir or Bible study. See if I can. I'm trying to deviant art.
You try to put a new category.
I'm trying to. Here we go. Okay.
Try to put a new category.
I'm trying to put the link in the comments because they were asking for it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Let's see here. There we go. DeviantArt.com. So if you want to make a new category, say random, and then you can upload stuff to random. Click on random, upload, add files, and then pick from your images. It's like if you wanted to go from here to go here. Oops. Trying to find the backgrounds wherever they went. They were somewhere around here, and then I lost them.
Okay, I don't know what they're seeing. For me, that's really small and, can't be read.
So you just pick what you want to upload, and it would be pretty similar on a PC. Then hit open.
It's there.
And then done uploading, and now you have your thing right there. And if you want to use it, you can go into Page Designer, Pages, pick a page, and then you can go add a box, make the box nice and big.
And you'll see lines around the outside of the page that show you where it needs to fit into. Okay?
Right,
So
those are the
that's
border
what he's
lines,
doing
right?
right now. Sorry, what?
Those are the border lines, right?
Correct. Because when we're doing this, we don't want to get into that groove where it bends in the middle, nor do we want to get too far on the outside. So it actually shows borders for you to stay within when you're making your pages.
Okay, and then if you go over here, you can pick the category of pictures you want to look at. So like if you pick Bible study, this will come up. And if you pick random, which is where you just uploaded that photo, then you can drag that photo over and drop it on this image box and let go, and then the photo will go there. And then you can make it bigger, smaller, and you can move it around. You can basically do whatever you want to once it's in here like this.
And then from that, you can drop things on top of it.
Right. So then this becomes like a background for you. And then you can put whatever you want on it. And if you want to rotate, you can grab it and rotate it like that. Whoops.
So if you want to layer it with other things.
Oops, darn it. It's like you could do that, and then you could rotate it. There we go. And then you could like make it smaller, like it's a photo.
Yeah, and then set actual photos on top of it or something
Right.
of that nature.
Right.
Text or. Now what was, okay, you were lining up this blue background here. What was that again?
This thing right back here,
Yeah.
it's just a place to put images. You can get rid of it if you want.
I'm saying because we can just, yeah, if you use a full background of something, then you don't need that there, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
So like if you want to see what your page would look like once it was printed, you can hit View PDF. And it'll come up. and you can see the boundaries on the photo. So that just allows you to make sure everything's fitting properly. And then, like, say you want to add a background, if you click this button right here, it says Upload Image. Let's see if I can get this to zoom. Mouse. Here we go. And there we go. Now is that getting bigger? With any luck, it's getting bigger, maybe. Maybe. I don't know, is that getting bigger or not? Does that look like it's getting bigger to you, Mrs. Francis? Trying to zoom in on this.
I'm not seeing a change.
Not seeing a change at all?
Uh-uh.
Still? No change?
Nope.
Bummer. Okay. I just wanted to see if that would be possible. Okay, that didn't work. Oh well. So you can add photos right here where it says upload images, add files, and you just get to pick whatever you want, basically.
Now, are you online there?
This is the
Can't see what.
this is the website, Schoolhouse.
Okay, that's the stuff from them. Okay.
Yep, and then you can like add, you know, different backgrounds and whatnot, and what have you.
Yeah, put a background on that.
I'm trying, but none of the backgrounds I find are big enough. Here's a basic background color. Oops, or shape, I mean.
And you're gonna like send it to back or.
Right, yeah. Let's see if I can. There we go. So then you can make that the background, just like that. And now
What did you do?
There's a little button right here, see right here where it says Make Background.
Okay.
You just click on that and it makes it the background. Make sure everyone's still.
And that's within formatting?
Yeah, it's within format right there.
Okay, okay.
If you go into, yeah. And if you get rid of that, then it'll change it back to normal. Just like that. And then if you want to send it to the back,
Is that a right click or?
I thought it was right click. That's what it was before, but maybe it changed. Maybe it changed. Oh, there we go. Arrangement right here. So bring to front, bring forward, send to back, or send backward. These 4 buttons right here. See, and then when you hit one of those 4 buttons, it'll pop up. Like if you say send to front, well, now it's on top.
And that's in format. Okay.
That is in format, yes. And then you can start like laying it out however you want. Rotate stuff as you please. That sort of thing.
Okay, so go ahead and keep that rotated, and then go and grab a picture. I have one in Park. You can just use it to throw on there. And see, you just drag it. Like
Yep.
you can set it up on top of your, like, partially on top of your little,
Backgroundy thing.
yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and rotate this all the way so that it makes like a horizontal one, because that's important to make sure that your stuff is like the same style rotation, and then there you go. Of course, you'd want to make sure it's centered, but it's about right. It's real easy. Just like that.
Now, ladies, if there's something that you're not clear on as we're going through this, please chime in.
Yes, definitely
asking the
ask.
question.
Me either. What does that mean? Me either.
Me either?
Me either. I hear me either, and I don't know what that means.
Is that from me?
Mm-mm. It's from Cameron.
Okay. Is she elaborating?
Well, I said, huh. So I'm waiting for an elaboration.
Okay.
But you know where else is actually a great place to look for images?
Where?
Is amazingly Google. It's gotten like a lot better. Like Google Images, if you say background, then you can pick like the coloring. You can pick the type, like if you want it to be clip art, a photo, a face, a line drawing, and you can pick the size so that it's like huge. It's pretty cool.
Well, there are some really cool things there.
There are.
I mean, really cool.
Yeah. There most certainly are.
Wow.
So like say maybe larger than that, and then it'll give you all the real big pictures that would be of high resolution if you were to put them on a page. So like if you wanted a red page, for example, you could definitely use this on the side.
Okay. That's really cool. Now, do you go ahead and do you save those to your computer?
Oh yeah.
And then take them?
I download them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Those are some really cool
full-size
things.
image, and then save image as. Save it as background, and then I can go back into School Annual, and then I can go into Images, and I can upload it. Add files, downloads, background, and there it is. It's right there. Now it's uploading.
Cool. And so now
Hey, Rachel.
Hi, Rachel. Okay, guys. And Rachel, if you have a question, type it in your chat box, and Caleb will be able to see it, and we can address it, or comment, or whatever you want to say. Now, guys, when you're assigned your pages, you will get a 2-page spread like this. Okay, so you're going to want to not make your backgrounds the same, but they have to match. Okay, and so you'll be assigned 2-page. So like say you have the 4- and 5-year-olds. When you do it, you'll have like one side will have the 4- and 5-year-olds photos of them individually that we will take, and then the other page will have like the candid photos of them that you guys will go in and take. But you don't necessarily want your backgrounds to be the same thing, unless, of course, it just happens to work for you. But you'll have probably 2 different backgrounds, but they have to match. But because you're doing it, you're not going to have to do what last year's class did, which was buddy up with somebody and try to, you know, argue out what you were going to use on each page. But so it'll be something that you just want to make sure you're looking at, finding 2 backgrounds that you think work together, or something of that nature.
Right.
And Rachel, we're getting some of our backgrounds so that we're not just using the stuff that's been used year after year from the yearbook site. We're getting them from a place called DeviantArt and also Google Backgrounds.
Just Google Images, and then you just search for background.
Google Images. Thank you.
Welcome. So like right here, I just did a search for background. Make sure probably to have it larger than 6 MP right here on the edge of the screen, and that'll make sure it's a nice, good, big picture that won't get pixelated when you blow it up for the yearbook.
Ah, very good. And generally, Rachel, did you understand how to upload pics? Type in your answer. What was that?
No response yet.
Okay. All right. All right. So we're doing backgrounds. Got to upload pics. Is there anything about alignment of things that you want to tell them, Caleb?
Yeah. The well, if you see like these little like tick mark things up here, for lack of a better word, if you pull down from them with your mouse, it will give you like a green line, and you can use these lines, same on the side, and you can use them to align your stuff with them. So like it just helps you align your page. So like if you're manually laying out your page and you're not using a pre-made layout and you want all your photos to be like aligned right next to each other, you can just use these lines and move them around. And if you didn't catch how I did it, I just put my mouse up here and I drag down. And to get rid of them, you select the line and you just drag the way they came from. It's like if you pulled it from the side, it'll turn red once you're over it and you just drag it off. Turn red, drag it off.
And so that'll make it so that when everything's, like if you're needing everything in the straight down, then you'll be able to see how far to move it over without trying to eyeball it and hope you're getting it right.
Right.
Okay. I think what else you need.
In here, like text boxes, you know. Right up here, this menu is pretty self-explanatory. Undo, redo, check spelling, lock element, place new rectangle photo box. You can pick different like sizes. Same for the font and for shapes.
And so you've clicked on text box.
Yeah, right here, text box, and then you can change your fonts. There's not a lot of fonts.
These are the ones that I've chosen, and I can go and get more. There are lots of fonts, really. You know, it just depends on how much we want. So also from there you can change, you know, how thick your lines are. Something that's very important to the yearbook is things like pictures and even some text box, depending on what you're making, you're going to want to do some drop shadow. So we're going to need to see some of that, because that helps pull it off the page. Otherwise, it just looks kind of dull and flat.
Yeah, very flat.
And
And that's not what we want. We want it to pop.
Exactly. So everything, I am going to want everything to have some kind of drop shadow.
Just to some extent.
Yeah. So I think that's found in formatting also.
I believe so. And I cannot seem to edit this text all of a sudden. It's interesting. Can I edit it now? The heck? I can't. Oh, that was weird.
Now you see why the site frustrates me so.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
kind of weird.
I get frustrated.
The text is really funky acting. Ugh. Ugh.
Let's see, what else do we want?
It literally won't let me type text right now.
Wow.
Alrighty then.
What's up with that?
Just try log back in.
Yeah. Like, I want to make sure that I'm logged out so that if there's anything about, you know, the advisor being on there blocking you, that you won't have that in the way.
There we go.
Got it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just because it's possible that, you know, if I'm in there, that it may keep you from doing, because, you know, what I do overrides.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So, like, here are all your font sizes over here.
And colors and things of that nature, right?
Right. You can.
Oh, I like that font. Of course I like that font. I chose it, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, okay. Just gonna leave that one be. And then you can pick all sorts of different drop shadow colors.
Yeah, the drop shadow doesn't necessarily have to be black. You know, we usually kind of think of that, but not necessarily.
Right. Just do what makes sense, really. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Do what makes sense. I'm getting worried, like no one's asking or saying anything, so I'm getting concerned.
Are they there?
Are they there? Did they leave us? Let's see. There's 3 people watching us right now, and I'm one of them, so that means there's only 2 left. And then there were 2. So is all of this making sense? Is there anything else you wanted me to show them?
Look and see if you guys have clip art.
Like under images.
Okay, so there's lots of clip art available. Good. And
Lots
you
of.
can just, yeah, and you can just drag something over.
Mhm.
Okay. Whoa.
Oh my goodness. There we go.
Like, shrink that puppy. And everything should be overlappable. So if you need, to put some text on something like the apple, you can put some text on it. Or like you see, he put the word over our picture and stuff, and that's totally cool. You can just completely overlap things, and that can make your page more interesting.
Okay, we're gonna cover drop shadows again because Lizzie just asked how to add drop shadows.
Okay,
So
good.
you click on your text. You go to Format, and then see right here where it says Drop Shadow. Then you click on that. You pick the color you want for your drop shadow, and bam, you have a drop shadow.
And you can drop shadow the words. You can drop shadow your picture. And in fact,
how do I get to that? I clicked on the text, and then I went over here on the sidebar where it says Pages, Designs, Images, and Format, and I picked Format. And then under Format, there's Drop Shadow, and then there's Colors. Did you get that, Spencer? Get on that now? We gotta wait a second because the live stream's a few seconds behind us.
Okay.
That's why it's good to have it open in my screen so that I can see it catching up. So you guys, does that make sense to you now? You guys all good on drop shadows?
And look at your little clip art. They already drop shadowed that.
Yeah, they did. It's kind of an ugly drop shadow, though.
I think so too.
It's so bad.
Like, why?
By adding a drop shadow, it makes their existing drop shadow look better. Look at that. It actually does. It gives more dimension to it. That's terrifying.
So good to know that they're really good at their job.
Yeah. No kidding. No kidding.
Okay.
Did you have any other questions, Lizzie? Or Cameron? Or whoever else is still here and hasn't abandoned us completely? Because there's three people watching right now.
There are three? Okay.
Yeah, there's three. But I think I'm one of them, so.
Oh, how can that be?
I'm watching it. I told you.
Oh, okay.
Comments and stuff.
I just wouldn't have thought that it would count you in the list, but yeah.
Because I'm actually watching it on YouTube.
Okay.
Alrighty, they said that they're okay. Is there anything else that you wanted to cover, Mrs. Francis? Well, I guess designs. We should probably take a quick look at designs. There's a bunch of different designs templates that you can
Oh, yeah, thank you.
And you just pick one of them and you basically drag it onto your page. So if I want to go to this design template, I pick it and I drag it on. And then it gives you images, image spot, text, 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 images.
Which we will be using some of those kind of things for the, the class pictures, not class pictures, what am I trying to say? The individual portrait pictures, where like you have, well, for instance.
Here for that you guys use?
Yeah. I don't even know what one it is. Well, there are different ones for, the different amount of kids and that kind of thing. The 4 or 5-year-olds, the 7 to 8-year-olds,
Well, I don't
that
see
kind of.
any of those, so they may just be visible to you, because I see no, like, giant class templates. Oh, those are ads. Those are ads. Those are ads.
Oh, well, yeah, that's a whole different.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Okay, guys, this is also good for you guys to see. There's, like, a bunch of different templates. It's not just these. There's a bunch of them. A bunch. A bunch, a bunch, a bunch, a bunch.
Yeah, and so you're going into what is that up there called? I mean, there's a box where you choose things there
Yeah,
at the
you just
top.
click on it, and then it'll show you, like, templates and whatnot. Let's see here. See if there's, like, a photo thing. I would assume somewhere in here there is.
Yeah, there's somewhere.
Portraits. I bet this is it.
That's what I'm looking for. Yeah.
Maybe. Is this it? I think this is it. There we go. So, like, see, here's if you wanted to add a bunch of tiny, tiny, tiny pictures, which you probably wouldn't. But, like, here's all the templates and whatnot. Was that it? Is that all you really wanted to cover?
I think that'll cover it.
I think so, too.
Okay. All right. And certainly, girls, I mean, if you come across things as you go along and you're not sure about something, ask questions. Totally cool.
I'm here, and also, if you save this, the link to this video, it won't just be live, it'll be saved, so you guys can, like, go back and reference it. If you need to look at it again, you're more than welcome to do so. It'll be saved on YouTube, so you guys can look at it if you need to. But, if that's it...
Yeah, if they don't need anything, if they don't have any questions right now.
Any other questions, then I think that's good, and we can always do this again as needed. Now that we have it all set up, it'll be easy next time.
Yeah, or if, like, say you're using GIMP or something, and we can do something of this nature for that too, and kind of slow things down more than what you saw in class. It can be brought up and can be walked through things. That's certainly possible too.
Right.
Okay, well, if that's it for you girls, if you're good, then have a fantastic week, and we'll see you Tuesday. Thanks for coming.
I mean, if you want to, I have GIMP. And since we're, like, all here right now, I could pull that up and see if there were any questions about GIMP.
Well, you have to ask the girls if they have time for that, and if that's something they want to do right now.
I just did.
Okay. By saying that to me.
I'm not sure yet. I'm waiting for a response.
Okay, they're probably
They're still
done.
here.
Okay.
Let me make sure. I think everyone's still here. Yeah, there's still 3 people here.
Okay.
And, Mrs. Francis, you need to go out and get GIMP 2.8. It's a lot better than the version that you currently have.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
2.8?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a lot more like Photoshop.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so instead of, like, having 3 different windows, it's one window with 2
Oh,
bars.
good.
Yeah, it's way better.
Okay. That's what I'll do. No answer from the girls?
Not yet. But they said that it kind of lags on theirs. That like it's kind of like behind.
Okay.
If not, it's not a big deal. We can be done for the day, and you can always take a look at that later.
Yeah, we've been on for quite a while.
So that would be fine too.
Well, it's my sincere hope that nobody does that on their projects.
Lizzie needs help with GIMP. She's just gonna go see if she can stay on a little bit longer.
Okay. Well, that sounds like there's a serious lag time. Because it took a while.
Ow! My toes just cracked. Let's see. Yeah, that would be a pretty awesome project, right there. I tell you, that would be a masterpiece.
Oh yeah, I'd give that like a 52%.
Wow, I'm surprised it wouldn't get a 0.
Oh well, you tried.
Barely.
Unfortunately, we didn't leave early, but
Like
talking about Yearbook for a while.
Oh,
Yeah, for like 30 minutes.
I've been.
Yeah. Bye. 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 Sorry, Joanne.
What?
There we go. See, now if you go to Windows, then single window mode, it puts everything inside of one window for you.
Oh, okay.
See, so now it's all bound to one window.
Okay.
So you're not like bouncing around yet. With
Yeah.
the craziness of juggling 5 windows. Now, if you're gonna make any backgrounds, I would probably recommend. What the heck? GIMP has an option to make toilet paper?
What? They're out of their minds.
That's crazy. Wow. Okay then.
Okay, so what do you recommend?
I would recommend probably 2,000 by 3,000. Or if you want to make like a background or something, I'd probably
Okay.
recommend 2,000 by 3,000-ish.
Okay.
Probably closer to 2,000 by 2,000. As long as you're around that, that should scale quite nicely once you put it on the thing.
Okay.
Maybe even a little less than that. Just that you don't have to, I don't know, upload your photo 5 times. That would probably be a good thing.
Yeah.
So Lizzie, what were your questions about GIMP? It also has added the ability to edit text directly in your thing instead of having like a separate box pop up.
Oh, okay.
It's significantly better, actually.
Good.
Couldn't have come at a better time.
Yeah. I'm installing it on one of my desktops now.
Do you have GIMP 2.8 for your computer? Is that the one that you have?
Are you speaking to Lizzie?
Yeah. I want to make sure she has the newest version because the newest version is 10 times easier than every version prior to it.
Yeah, that's what she needs.
Oh, that is an obnoxious phone.
Thank you.
That's a terrible phone.
Oh, I'm going to go answer it.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Oh, not. What?
There you go. So you can like resize stuff and
Not always. Sometimes.
grab it, move it around. Whoops.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
assuming you grab the correct thing.
Yeah.
That's always good.
Oh, they have them there. How much are they? Ask them. How much is there? Just follow up. It's like the
Yeah.
yeah, I know that. Yeah. But, I mean, we're gonna- Okay, nothing to do.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Did you see the goofball that was in my picture here?
Nope. I don't have the picture up. I wasn't
Okay.
looking at it.
Oh, that's okay. It's me now.
Okay. Just you.
Just me. It was my goofball son.
Ah,
Of
course.
Because I walked away from the computer, so he went over and was all over it,
that's funny.
Because I call them grown for all those years, doesn't mean you don't have two football sons.
So basically, here are the same lovely rulers I showed you about in the
Oh.
one thing, and GIMP has them as well. Just drag from the little ruler bars, and it gives you these.
Huh.
They're quite lovely.
Yeah.
I'm very fond of them. Make the pictures bigger? Okay. You can scale stuff just like, whoops, just like this. If you click on it and take this little box and drag, it's going to make it bigger. And if you hold shift while dragging, it'll keep it from, is it shift? It's one of the buttons on your keyboard. I think it's control. If you hold control while dragging, it'll keep it from getting like all weird and distorted. And then if you scale it, like so, and then you can always rotate it with the rotate tool. Just click on the layer and pick how far you want it rotated. You can type it in right there and hit rotate, and then grab your draggy tool. All the tools are right up here: drag, scale, and rotate. Backgrounds, I would say you probably want to use just like maybe some of their textures. And so, assuming you wanted to do that, you'd just go over, you'd go down here into patterns, and you can drag whatever pattern you want, and it'll add the pattern. And you can always do that, and that'll make stuff in the background. Or if you if you want to, you can select just the seat thing and then drag stuff onto it. So by clicking on here, for me, it's clicking Alt-click on the little icon, and then you can drag whatever you want from textures, and it'll apply it only to the text.
That's really cool.
See how easy that is? And then anything you want to apply to the background, just drop right on the background. Right here, drop it down. Something happened. Something went wrong. Oh, there we go. That's why. So if you still have that selected, though, you can't do stuff to the background. But there we go. See, so like, you could add like wood. Maybe you want it to be wood. And maybe you want it to be bigger. So you can make it bigger and scale it. Pick different textures. All sorts of awesome stuff like that. And then you can make it bigger just by selecting it and picking the scale tool. And then click on the layer, and that's rotate. So like, there we go. Click on the scale tool, pick the scale tool up. There we go. And then you kind of drag it as you wish. And that'll just make everything bigger, basically. So like if you want it to be 5,000 by 5,000, you can do that. And then you can hit scale. And once it finishes thinking, it's a thinking. There we go. See, now you have like a bigger, like leopard type print. And then if you make this visible again, click on that. Now you're just editing the Seek logo again. That's pretty cool looking. I had no idea I was going to actually make something decent by just messing around with this. That's actually pretty cool looking.
Which in a few weeks, you guys will be doing something with the word seek on, you know, on the computer, just like making a feel for seek. What does it feel like? And I'll show you stuff, you know, there in class, get the idea, but.
Oops. So, you know, you have a bunch of different textures to choose from. You can drag on them and edit as you wish, basically. Kind of like that. Drag different textures.
And you just pick on the right there the layer that you're wanting to work with, and then drag from the bottom there.
If you just want to edit the text, you have to. It's either Alt or Control click. I'm not sure what it is on a PC. On a Mac, it's Alt click.
Okay.
And that'll select just the text. That'll select just the text, and not the rest of the layer. Otherwise, if you don't have just the text selected, I'll show you what happens. If you don't have just the text selected, and you drag something onto that layer, it's just going to be a giant square. And that's not what we want. We want a texture.
Oh, the text. So, okay.
You'll get this little like dashing line around it. And that's
right.
how if you've selected it correctly. And then you can drag whatever you want right on top of it. You can add gradients down here. And I'm just doing all of this right from the bottom. You can pick different brushes and whatnot. But patterns is where you probably want to stay for backgrounds. It's like there's stone. Oops. And if you make a layer that you didn't want, just right click, delete layer, and it's gone. So all sorts of like neat, cool backgrounds that you can make just in a few seconds. But because it's so big, because you want to make sure it's going to be big enough for the page, you may need to end up scaling them, and then it'll make them even bigger for you. Just like that. So does that help you at all, Lizzie? With background making? She is still here.
I'm going to take a minute for her to get to your question.
Cameron just left.
Okay.
I'm not sure if Lizzie's still here or not. Oh, okay, yeah, she is. She said it helps. She said it helps, thanks.
Okay.
She said.
Oh, my laptop's running out of power. I'll have to turn off.
You better plug it in.
I think so.
Well, that hurts my eyes. Ah, go away, ugly background. You hurt my eyes. There we go. So honestly, there's just all sorts of different options for textures in GIMP that are just built right in, and I'm sure you could probably get way more just by looking on the interwebs. What was that? So that's a good thing. Gimp textures.
Lazy on ya. Lazy baby.
So if you go over here to this website, it's texturemate.com.
It's like a
Get all sorts of different textures. As you can see, all sorts of free textures. Cement, clay, clouds, cobblestone, paper, plants, flowers, grass, ivy, leaves, moss, plastic, sand, rust, rubber, rock, shingles, symbols, tile, walls. See?
cool.
So I think that's about it. And if you have any other questions, you can always look back at this video or ask me, and I'd be happy to help you. But this video will still be there, so you can always reference that too. I think that wraps this up.
Okay. Awesome.
Are you good now, Liz? If there's anyone even still here, and we're not just talking to ourselves.
Yes, well.
Oh, that's funny. We are. I'm bored. That's me. Alrighty then. Bye guys. Hope this helps.
Awesome.
Just talking to ourselves.
So cool. Okay.
All right.
Well, thank you.
My pleasure.
Appreciate it. Yeah. All right. Well, then